What if I were to tell you that up until now, you've probably been living your life through the lens of how you view yourself and how society expects you to act? Now, this might sound alarming and you might think that you're not living like this, but I myself catch myself on a consistent basis snapping myself out of the social conditioning and the programming that I grew up with. And this is a constant, hourly, sometimes every 10 minutes battle that I'm dealing with, especially when I was younger growing up. This was one of the main reasons why I got taken advantage of in relationships with not just women, but also with men, with my family, anyone that came into my life. I always pedestalized them and their needs, and I presented the self of who they expected me to be. I presented a false, sort of like a puppeteer self, where just like a ventriloquist will pull the strings of a puppet that he's controlling, I had to pull the strings of who I presented myself to be around different groups of people so that they would find me socially acceptable and like me. Now, I grew up with Asperger's, ADHD. I was socially awkward. I wasn't that attractive. I stuck out for my age. I was really skinny. All these different things that were constantly just giving me not only a negative attention, but made me feel self-conscious, but also made me feel like I couldn't live up to the societal or Hollywood movie standards of what was an attractive man. So because of those things, I ended up evolving my personality and shaping this false self, or who I thought was expected of me to be in this world that we live in, based on those movies, based on like, I can show you the world, Aladdin type of guy, where I just simp and give you all my things, all my attention, all my time and resources and any money that I earn in my free time, and I don't work on the skills that will make me more attractive for myself and do things because I just want to produce from my core essence of being because I value who I am. No, that doesn't matter. I just want to give you everything that I have and build my life around for you, baby. And the main reason I became that caricature was because of the social conditioning I grew up in. And I can guarantee you that you've probably been through the exact same conditioning. Now, fast forward, and I'm not encouraging this, but I went to the opposite end of that after I got my heart broken. And instead of, I can show you the world, I went to, I can show you out of this room right now and you can walk down the stairs and get the hell out of my apartment, because I got another one coming through. But I'm not encouraging that, and that was a toxic trait, and I don't think that you should disrespect women like that. And I've evolved since then, and a lot of that was just getting out the anger and aggression that I had that was built up over all the years of being hurt, but we've evolved since then. And as social creatures, yeah, sure, we learn from our firsthand experience and the things that we actually try to do out in the real world, but we also learn from the secondhand experts that tell us, hey, maybe don't jump off that 13-story building or you'll die. And we actually listen and obey those rules because those have been tried and tested, and we just believe those things because the experts have told us, hey, if you drop something from this height, and if you look at physics, the velocity and the dynamics of that is going to add and multiply weight on the descent until it hits the bottom, and then you're done. So we know not to do those things because of secondhand experience. We don't have to go and try those things. And for you that's watching this, you've been inundated with countless advertisements, movies, magazines, blogs. It's all around you. Your examples in your family, examples with your friends of how you're supposed to behave as a man in modern society. What's acceptable, what you should do, what's unacceptable, what's looked down upon and frowned upon. And we're moving more into a collectivist society. And what that means for you as a man and individual, society will pressure you to conform and not be outside of groupthink and the social conditioning that's around you. They want all their ducks in a row. You can think of if you've ever worked at a job where a uniform was required. Everyone had to wear, let's say, black slacks at a restaurant or something, and a black t-shirt with black non-slip shoes. You had to have your hair a certain way. You can have certain things on your wrist to distinguish you. Everyone has to be in alignment. And this is the society that we're moving more towards. And what you're going to have moving forward is a lot of social conditioning forcing you as a man that can critically think, because if you're watching content like this, you're someone that does critically think. You think outside the box. You think differently than the masses of people out there, especially the guys these days that have no control over their minds, that don't find content like this. And they're going to try in all their power to put you in this little nice, neat, little presentable box that's pretty feminized and is not going to have a whole lot of success when it comes to dating and attracting women and maximizing who you can be and the satisfaction you can achieve from life and the confidence and the self-growth that you can cultivate from that process. And that's exactly why in the next few years, I've already started, we're on page 40, baby. I'm coming out with my first book. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing book. I'm going to take you guys all the way through the steps that I took in order to achieve financial freedom, starting with me as a lowly server and working my way up from bussing tables, being a waiter, to now working for myself, having my own business, running things on my own schedule, being financially free, having money come in from multiple streams of income, and then also at the same time, choosing to date if I want to, choosing not to date if I want to, living the life of a single guy, living the life of someone in a relationship. All these things I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to lay down a blueprint, a step-by-step of things that I've done to cultivate a lifestyle like this and live the life of my dreams. And it's a lot easier than you think it's going to be. And it's going to be packed full of information. I'm expecting this book to take 2 years. I wanted to announce what's going to be in the first chunk of this book, which is breaking out of the trap that we're in, the box that society tries to mold you in, which is social conditioning. And I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process that I took, that many people have taken, to break free from that social conditioning and actually start living the life of your dreams. And this doesn't mean making a certain amount of income or having a certain jawline or a car to drive or a certain body physique. None of that stuff matters nearly as much as you think it does, and what society and social conditioning and programming through movies, ads, and TV, all this garbage, social media, is telling you it does. All of that's to create consumer culture, to take away your inner self-esteem and make you buy it back from large corporate entities. That's the honest truth. I'm going to talk about all of that and how to get yourself deprogrammed and unplugged out of that sick system that makes these billionaires more and more billions while you sit at home watching your life pass you by through a digital screen, not doing a damn thing about it, living a 9-to-5 consumer culture lifestyle where you're constantly trying to buy your self-esteem back through these corporate entities that they constantly advertise and make you feel like you're worthless and you need to trick and spend money on girls and impress other people instead of cultivating that from within. Now, those things can temporarily help you, just like it temporarily gives you a boost of confidence when you're walking around the mall after you got a new haircut and you see that other people notice you and you feel more attractive, and it can give you that temporary boost, but it isn't something that you'll take with you and you'll just constantly have, and it'll just be a part of you, the inner essence and the core foundation of who you are. So I'm super excited to announce that my book will be coming out. It's taken me almost half a decade just to outline the thing, and I'm just starting to write it. We're on page 40, baby. It's going to be one of the best books that you'll read in this subject matter. I promise you that. I'm taking another half a decade probably to finish the rest of it, so it'll be a decade's worth of writing by the end of it. And it's going to massively improve your life. I can guarantee you that. And I'm going to present some radically transforming ideas and information that have helped me, and I know it will help you. I love you all. Look forward to the book. Look forward to the updates. A lot of these videos are going to be teaching you some of this information in the book, not all of it. You're going to want to get the book to buy all of the information because I can't put it all in these videos. But I love you all. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next week.